being thrown under the bus for very political reasons. And it's unfortunate that that's the case. I also would just note that this emergency meeting we've had has been canceled twice now. It's supposed to be Monday. And now we've got, the entire board almost resigning. Certainly all of council's appointments. The provincial appointments would remain, as I understand, although maybe they'll resign too, given what's happening here today. So I'll probably get back on the list, Mayor, but very disgusted in your actions today.
Councillor McKenney, please.
So I guess the word of the evening is, in the day or the last 2 days, really is scapegoat. And what we've scapegoated now is the first Black police chief in the city of Ottawa, only the second woman to ever chair Police Services Board. And I believe the first one, Marion Dewar, was also tossed from chair as Police Services Board. So we have a long history of misogyny in the city of Ottawa and racism. And now what we have is our colleague, Councillor King, who has resigned, and all the mayor could say is thank you and move on. The gross negligence of what has happened in this city, the negligence that has put people's lives at risk, and especially this coming weekend and moving forward, because there is no clear plan anymore. I think it's shocking that anyone would suggest we need a few days or a week to pull ourselves together. You obviously have not been down there. You obviously did not live down in Centertown. The negligence goes far beyond any it's us as a city council. Police Services Board, perhaps. Federal government, huge. Provincial government, huge. We all share in it. We all share in it. But what's happening tonight, this motion that we are debating tonight, is political. It is a power grab by this mayor, because why else? Why else would we be appointing Councillor Eli El-Shantiri, who I'll remind you, went to the wedding of a former chief of police at one point. A little conflict of interest there, but we're not going to Google that tonight, are we? And Councillor Harder, who we had to let go from Planning Committee and all of our other committees because our Integrity Commissioner found her negligent of the Code of Conflict. What is the matter with us? Why, if this is not a political move, then why not an urban councillor? This is happening in our downtown. This is happening, not in your wards, in mine. And Matt Fleury's and some of the other urban councillors are feeling some of the effects, but it is happening to my residents. So if this is not a power grab, then why not an urban councillor? Why another rural and suburban councillor? And I'll tell you this, in the middle of a crisis, here we are Wednesday night at 7:30. You don't care. You do not care, Mayor, because this meeting would have happened Monday so that we could get answers in time for people to know what they need to do to prepare for the weekend. Because every weekend gets more and more dangerous for people who live on Lisgar and Metcalfe and Cooper and Queen and Bay. Every hour matters, but here we are Wednesday night because you wanted to see if your failed attempt to deal with illegal occupiers was going to work. Well, it didn't work. And it was illegal. And now they're stuck up on Wellington. We had a 21-year-old who knows more than we do, went out and got an injunction against horns. Honestly, this is I can't even begin to look at where we have failed one residential neighborhood. Public health, When the floods happened, when the tornado happened, they went out. Respite centers. They went out. Wellness checks. I'll finish. I will finish. You'll cut off my mic, but I will finish. Wellness checks. Respite centers. Nothing has happened here. I have not had a phone call from the chair of the Board of Health, medical officer of health, the city manager, the general manager of emergency and protective services. The mayor was only like shamed into meeting with me once, and Councillor Fleury. Not one phone call from any of you. You do not care about the residents of the downtown. Don't call me and don't send me messages anymore asking if you can come and help me to respond to emails. It's not what I need. I need stability in this city today. I need it to be stable. And getting rid of half of the board of the police services is not stability. It is not what we need today. There will be time. There will be a postmortem and we'll all answer to it. There will be an inquiry and we'll all answer to it. Did we ask? I will too. I will too. Did I ask the right questions? Did I do enough for the people who elected me to keep them safe? We will all ask for that. We will all answer to that. But now this is because you don't actually care. If you cared about the people living on Kent Street, if you cared about the people living on Bay, living on Lion, living on Queen, we would not be having this conversation tonight. Instead, at 7:32 now, we would be asking our police, we would be asking our emergency response, we would be asking our city manager and our mayor, what is the plan for the weekend? What is the plan so that more people don't come back into this city and that it doesn't cause the mayhem and chaos and harassment and violence that the last 2 weekends have caused? You don't actually care, or we would not be having this conversation right now. Councillor King, I am sorry. I am sorry that you were dismissed. And Mayor Watson, I have lost all confidence in you as a mayor of the city of Ottawa.
Thank you. Councillor Meehan, please.